And here we have a classic, the Nutcracker. It was the annual Christmas Eve party at the Grand House where Clara, her family and guests gathered around this beautiful Christmas tree. It glowed splendidly with lights and colorful Christmas trinkets. Everybody's just enjoying a beautiful Christmas tree. As Clara and the guests danced to lively music, her godfather, Drosselmeyer, arrived. He was a toy maker and always had the most spectacular gifts for all the children. To Clara, he presented a majestic wooden nutcracker. Clara's brother, Fritz, thought to have some fun with the nutcracker, but in his rough play, he broke it. Poor Clara was heartbroken. Godfather Drosselmeyer came to the rescue by quickly bandaging up the nutcracker with a colorful silk handkerchief he magically pulled out of Clara's hair. The evening came to an end, and the guests left. Clara, in her exhaustion, lay down by the foot of the Christmas tree with the nutcracker. Lovingly tucked in her arms, her family decided to leave her sleeping peacefully where she was. Midnight soon arrived, and as the giant clock struck, the room began to spin strangely. The Christmas tree grew 12 times its size. Clara, confused, looked around to see that the toys had all somehow come to life. And out of the clock, an army of mice barreled out, with the menacing Mouse King as their leader. The mean Mouse King launched an attack on Clara's nutcracker. He too was alive. The nutcracker and the Mouse King battled, with candy canes clashing and crashing. Clara had seen enough. Her nutcracker had already been hurt once tonight, and she was not going to let it happen again. Clara swiftly launched her slipper at the Mouse King. Bam! Down he went. Clara turned to check on the nutcracker, but he was no longer a nutcracker. He was a real boy. In a blur, they were carried away by snowflakes to the enchanted land of snow. They all danced along the glittering forest that opened to a clearing where the royal sugar plum fairy queen greeted them. The boy explained how, thanks to Clara, the wicked Mouse King would no longer frighten those in the land of sweets. She was a hero. In deep gratitude, the sugar plum fairy thanked Clara by presenting her with a celebration of beautiful dances by those in her kingdom. As the sugar plum fairy danced, in the grand finale, the soothing music lulled Clara to sleep under a tree in the forest. In the early morning light of Christmas Day, Clara awoke, but she was under the Christmas tree in her home again. She discovered her dance slippers were still sparkling with snowflakes, and the nutcracker had been completely restored. Happily ever after. Merry Christmas.